Russell Gahagan here from Russell's Fishing Tech, coming back at you with another video. This is one I've been looking forward to doing all year. In my opinion, it's one of the most important videos and most important lessons that an angler can learn. And it's something that you actually have to develop. I don't think you can be just told to do it. You got to develop the trait to be able to do this. And it's something I think everybody can do. And I'm more than willing to help in any way I can. So we're going to start with this video today. And this video is a tackle tip, and it's on program building. And a lot of people would also call this pattern building. I think that's a good term too. I call it program building or family fishing. I have a few different terms for it, but here's what I mean. I was out over the weekend. I did a report. I also did a live yesterday, and fishing is really good right now on Lake Michigan in the state of Wisconsin. We boated a really big king, on film, and we figured out right away what I was talking about all winter, which is that early in the season like this, May and June, as far as flashers go, chrome and blue really seem to be the ticket. They seem to really like blue tape, like from the middle of June to the end of June and before, so like Memorial Day weekend to the end of June. Now, naturally, we're a little bit before that right now, but the fishing is definitely a little earlier than normal. So I'm going to give you some examples of what I mean by that and how we built a program yesterday. So yesterday, I've been getting a ton of reports that Megatron, all up and down the lake, Chrome Megatron has been one of the hottest flashers. I've seen so many pictures of big kings on Chrome Megatron, Salmon Candy 8-inch flasher. It's crazy. So, of course, we put this out. This actually didn't take any fish for us yesterday. But then what I did was I right away put out a white Megatron, which is the same pattern, but on a white blade. And yesterday we had a real foggy, kind of cloudy, overcast day, a little bit of chop, and the white Megatron was on fire on a wire dipsy out 91 feet. It caught a ton of cohos yesterday. So this was a really great bait. So we put those two out. So you got your blue tape that I'm talking about, right? Then we boated a big king at the end of the day on a Blue Stud UV, which I don't have that one in front of me, but that's also a chrome and blue flasher. It's on our website. Blue Stud UV was probably the hottest overall flasher in the state of Wisconsin, in my opinion, last year. And I think it's going to be on fire again this year. So one of the flashers that I put out that took some action yesterday that I think is going to be insanely hot coming up here is Stud's Blue Chin. So that's also another chrome and blue flasher. It's got a little green ladder back in there, sort of our version of a cross between a Chin Music and a Stud. This flasher, I'm telling you right now, I tested this last year, is going to be on fire this year. I will pretty much guarantee it. Stud's Blue Chin. We caught some fish on this yesterday. This was good, and it's going to continue to be good. One of my all-time favorites that I didn't put in the water yesterday, but I guarantee will work, and I've got some pictures from guys that they're catching fish on it already, and I will put it in the water the next time I go, is SGH. SGH is another good chrome and blue flasher that I know works and guys are catching fish on right now. And then lastly, something that, again, if I was building this program, so we're building a program that's working currently as we're talking right now today, I would put blue jeans in the water. That'd be another one that I'd put in. So another chrome and blue flasher with blue tape on it. There's another example. So here's a great example. If I can do this, not going to be able to see my face, which probably you don't mind, but if I can do this, here's a great example of what I call program building. This is a great starting lineup of 5 or 6 flashers that you can go out there with tomorrow if you were going, or this afternoon, and expect to catch a lot of fish in the state of Wisconsin right now. Stud's Blue Chin, Megatron, SGH, White Megatron, and Blue Jean UV. All great Salmon Candy 8-inch flashers. All flashers that you can expect to catch them on right now, right away. So, with that said, I'm going to give you another example. So let's say we progress now into June, and the blue starts to die a little bit, okay? And we're looking for something else. And one of the flashers that is not talked about as much as it probably should be, but really produces fish, is Black Eyed Peas. Okay, great chrome flasher, got glow tape on it, a little more gaudy pattern, works really, really good. Let's say I put this out one morning in June and it takes off right away. And then it takes off again, and I'm like, okay, well, my blue stuff isn't starting to go, but this is working. Now what? Okay, well, I take off another blue rig, and I put out a two-face. Perfect. Now we got a two-face. Chrome Two-Face, very similar to the black-eyed peas, touch different. That goes. Now what? I try Brad's Girlfriend. That goes. Sorry, this is Chrome Brad's Girlfriend. I add Brad's Girlfriend to the list. Here's an example of 4, and there's more that you could add. You could add a white Two-Face, you could add a white black-eyed peas, but here's an example of 4 patterns that I would build together. So if this Chrome black-eyed pea started to go, I'd add Two-Face, I'd add Chrome Brad's Girlfriend, and I'd add Brad's Girlfriend to the list quickly. Great example of how you could switch up from the Chrome and Blues to some Chrome and Green and Blacks real quickly to produce fish. Now I'm going to give you another example from yesterday's fishing that now in more of a spoon lineup, sort of similar, right? So we put out this Hulk UV yesterday, Hulk UV mag spoon, and that took a fish right away. I think it was an immature king around 7-8 pounds. So then we put out Green Jeans, and that took a fish. And then you could add Green Knight. So there's a great example in spoons how you can pattern build. Sort of the same exact way that we're doing it in flashers, you can pattern build with your spoons. Hulk goes, Green Jeans goes, which is very similar minus the black. Green Knight goes, which has got just a little more silver, but a lot more green in it, or a lot of green in it. All 3 likely will go if 1 goes. And again, if they decide to get off that green for a little bit, and you throw out Two-Face on a day just to try it, and that goes, you could add Brad's Girlfriend to it, and that goes. You could add Super Frog to it, and that'll go. And all of a sudden you're right back on that same sort of deal where you're building a program around what's working for that particular day. One of the things I talk a lot about in my salmon schools that I think is important is don't get too committed to one pattern, even if you were out that morning or for the next afternoon or for the next day or for the next weekend. And I'll give you an example. I was out with my buddy Matt Clinton yesterday morning. Like I said, I went live. You guys saw that. Matt went back out last night with a group of friends and just smashed them. And he caught 7 kings, 5 4-year-olds. And he boated most of them on spoons. Lance's UV Two-Face was on fire for him. That was on fire for us in the morning in a standard size spoon. Here's a great example. We caught 3 kings, I think, yesterday on mag spoons, none on standard size. Last night he caught 3 or 4 kings on standard size spoons. You gotta, every trip is a little different. So if I was going out tomorrow morning, knowing what I know right now, I'd probably start with 3 Chrome and Blue flashers, because that's what's working right now. 3 of my favorites, whichever ones they are, or 3 blue ones. Maybe I'd go white Megatron, stud blue chin and blue stud or whatever. I'd start with 3 right away in the morning. I'd probably start with a couple of mag spoons, and I'd start with a couple standard spoons that have been working. And I'd start there. And then I would let the fish tell me. If the kings were biting the standard spoons, I'd take some of this stuff off and I'd add more standard spoons that look similar. If the kings were biting the flashers, the blue tape flashers, then I'd start taking some of the mag spoons or standard spoons off that aren't working, and I'd add more of the blue flashers. Obviously, same thing goes for the magnums. This is what's called program building, and it's what will make you go from a 4 or 5 out of 10 angler to a 8 or 10 really quickly. This is the deal. Like, there's lots of things I can tell you. I can help you set up gear. I can do a lot for you, and I can even tell you in the morning if you text me or Facebook me or call the store, or the evening before, where I would start, what I would do. But these are the decisions on the water that are going to take you to the next level. These are the things that the elite anglers on the Great Lakes are able to do and able to dissect on a daily basis, and you are too, and I'm going to help you do that. So just wanted to say thank you for all the pictures and text messages and Facebook messages over the weekend. I've been waiting all winter for that, hearing a lot of great reports from people, hearing a lot of happy customers and happy people that are just very thankful to be able to get out and catch a bunch of fish. I'm here to help you do that. I hope these videos are helping. Remember, you can pick up any of this Salmon Candy product online at www.salmoncandyfishing.com. You can also get it online at www.therealshot.com. You can pick up this stuff as well in the Sheboygan store or the Appleton store. Inventories are going to vary, but we're working really hard to keep all the inventories up that we can as best as we can. And I think we're doing pretty good so far. So what an exciting weekend. Hoping for great weather this week and great weather next weekend. And I think it's going to be another great weekend of a lot of fish catching. So get out there, get some program building set up, catch yourself some more fish. Good to see you. Good luck fishing.